What up, everybody? We'll get started here in a minute. Just waiting for the audience to trickle in. Then we'll get it popping. Give it a second. Feel me? All right, so we're gonna get started on the topic. So this will be on the replay. Make sure when you're watching, you hit the like button, comment in the comment section on the replay, and don't forget to subscribe. Now we're gonna move on to the topic. So my journey, honestly, started back in 2021 to 2022 when I first started YouTube channel, but I only uploaded 2 videos. And I always reference this whenever I talk about achievement from where I was at before to where I'm at now. So if you've heard my other videos, you've probably heard me mention my beginning of when I first started YouTube, and my first ever channel was literally 3 years ago, or 4. The journey technically started then, but it was short-lived up until February 2025. Appreciate you hitting the like button. Thank you. Also, make sure to subscribe. So yeah, going in with the notions for what I went through in the YouTube journey, I was really shy. And I also didn't think I was going to get a huge following because I felt alone. I only was getting 20 views a video for my first 2 videos. And I felt discouraged. I felt like no one was hearing my, motivational talks. No one was really paying attention to what value I brought to the table. And that's why I gave up on the first round when I attempted YouTube. I gave up completely. I didn't think it was going to amount to anything, even though I had aspirations to reach bigger heights. I thought, man, like, how am I going to get, a huge following to, grow? But the first couple videos, I only got 20 views. You feel me? So then I just kind of got lazy with it, then gave up. And then I kept telling myself, oh, I'm going to start a channel tomorrow. I'm going to start a week from now, a month from now. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kept being prolonged, and I never was able to finally start that channel. So going back to what I was saying about starting in 2025, right? I started in 2025 of February on the 11th, and I didn't really know where my channel was gonna go, where it was headed, what the outcome would be. But one thing that kept me on my purpose and my grind to start this new channel up was the simple fact that I kept hearing and seeing people who were just new content creators. And I'd always hear like other content creators with like a bigger following talk about the new content creators that no one's ever heard of come up in the recommendations through YouTube. And I thought, okay, well, that's a sign that maybe I should continue my purpose, be consistent, show up, and then eventually the results will hit. So that was basically a breaking point in me making my channel. I mean, hold on. Reading the comments real quick. Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate y'all showing up. Thank you. Hey everybody. My sense of humor, Gator, is pretty good. Like I can take jokes, if that's what you're asking. Like that's good. But I see a lot of y'all are in here. Make sure if you're new to this channel to hit the subscribe button, because I don't want no one to miss any content. Once I go live, you will get a notification. You will know as soon as I go live that I'm going live. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, so moving to the story. So again, I didn't know where my channel was headed. I just knew that I had to be consistent and I had to show up and just keep making my content. And then eventually I will start to see results. It might not be the results that I want at that moment or in a week from now, but I will get there eventually if I just keep being myself, being the true version of myself, and letting people know what my mission, my purpose is of this channel. Hold on, reading the comments real quick. Hey Carlos, I'm a 30. Gator, I pissed off a streamer. I said I heard you were going to beat off. People are so sensitive these days, man. Like, okay, I will get annoyed if people are just trolling just to troll, but if I know that they're joking and they're just, you know, screwing around, I'm not gonna take it personal. It's only if they're like purposefully coming into my channel, you know, trying to cause problems, then it's different. But if they're just being funny and just making a joke and I know, oh, they're just playing around, yeah, like, it ain't that serious. But some people just take things out of proportion, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a snowflake culture we live in, you feel me? But back on topic though, to what I was gonna say. So the biggest thing is consistency. The biggest thing is consistency. But the one thing I've learned throughout my journey watching other content creators is that you have to have a niche. And if you've watched my earlier videos, I was doing shorts and long form, but I was more focused on short form videos because I was basically trying to cater to a wider audience so that way I can pull more subscribers. You feel me? So I already know that YouTube Shorts is going to get me more views as a new YouTuber versus, you know, my long form content. I only have maybe like one or two videos. One is like almost at 2,000 for my long form. And then I have another one that's like at 500 or something, I can't remember, but it's at 400 or 500. But all the other ones aren't hitting numbers like my shorts because I'm still a new YouTube content creator, you feel me? And a lot of people haven't really discovered my channel yet. So my biggest thing is trying to figure out my niche, right? But I was doing reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? So I had a video, you know, just for example, you know, had a video of a guy getting, you know, robbed out of his coat, you know, on the subway. And I had my reaction to it. And then I had a video about Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Cat Williams making a funny joke about it, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really consistent. I was kind of trying to pull views to basically get an audience, you feel me? But I didn't really narrow down what my niche exactly was. And every time I've looked at content creators and got, a sense of what pulls people into that channel, it's always a set content of that niche. It's always the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to basically get my channel more focused on that. So my topics are now centered towards motivational speaking, talking about, what I'm going through in life, you know what I'm saying? And then educating people about what my purpose is to getting out of the 9 to 5. So it's all about growth. It's all about trying to break free from being broke and living paycheck to paycheck. And even though I might be still struggling right now, the one thing that makes me different from the average person is I don't complain about something and not do something about it. I might voice my opinion about it, might be like, damn, this shit sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna put something out there to basically show the world that I'm not just a person that's gonna complain about a problem and not try to solve the problem. You feel me? Hey Pixie, thanks for stopping in. So that's the difference between me and like the average person. And that's basically what this channel is on. You know what I'm saying? It's off of that. It's basically to talk about my experience, let people know that I'm not there yet, but I will get there eventually. And when I do get there, I'm going to help people understand the tools and how consistent you have to be to finally reach your goal. Because I've always thought, man, like, how is my, content or my, videos gonna resonate with the audience? How is it going to get pulled? How are people gonna understand what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? But the real thing is just having a plan, having a purpose and a goal. And even if you fail at it or you're not where you're at yet, still continuing to move forward. And that's my goal behind this channel. That's why I have the name B Keeps Going. The B is my first letter to my, my name, my real name. And then keeps going means that, like, I'm not gonna stop even if I have obstacles in front of me. I'm gonna keep going no matter what. That's why I called myself B Keeps Going. You feel me? Because I'm on a whole different level now. I'm not settling for mediocrity. I work 2 jobs, right? But at the end of the day, I'm trying to become an entrepreneur. I'm trying to, figure out business plans, trying to figure out what I can do to, make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically my goal off of what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, I've worked for jobs and stuff like that, and I don't like politics on the job. I don't like favoritism. I don't like having to compete with the next person on the job. I want to be in competition with myself. And I even mentioned this in other videos. I talk about how being in competition with other people only hinders your competition with being the best version of yourself. Because how can you be the best version of yourself if you're trying to be the best version of the next person? That's not being the true version of yourself. You feel me? But these jobs are basically trying to conform you into being another person other than yourself, just because that person on the job is doing something better than you are. But at the end of the day, you have something unique you bring to the table. And that's why this channel is a driving force in getting to where I'm trying to get at. And when I get there, I'm gonna bring everybody with me that supports my content and my mission. And that's all this is about. Now let's read I'm gonna read the comments real quick. Jam and T, big facts, bro. Any advice on finding a purpose and one's destiny in life? Hey, Sonny, I got you. So the way you find a purpose in life is, the first thing is, what are you good at? You can't have purpose and destiny if you don't know where you're headed, because you have to figure out what you're good at first. And then and honestly, you don't have to be good at it. You just have to have the idea of it being something you want to do. And if you really want to do it, you will find the passion to, being consistent to get there. And then all the other stuff will fill in the blanks for you. You will get the purpose done, and you'll get to your destiny just by knowing what you're good at or what you can be good at. You feel me? So hopefully that helps you. Let me keep reading the comments. Stay motivated. Appreciate you. Raj of God, what's good, bro? I'm always in competition with myself because of my disabilities. Got to fight. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Get trade job. Hold on. You trolling, Charles Haas? Hold on. Raj of God. My kneecaps were born on the back of my knees when they did the surgery. It got infected. Well, anyways, I can't walk forwards. And they said I'd never walk, but I discovered I can walk backwards. Okay, yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you can at least build a, to walk, you know what I'm saying? So that's something, you know what I'm saying? If you can walk backwards, you can obviously walk forward eventually, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, never, and that's another thing I want to kind of address too, is like, we're always so focused on what the outer forces dictate on what our life should be. You know what I'm saying? It should always be about what we believe what we believe is possible. You know what I'm saying? What we believe we are capable of doing, or what we can do eventually. You know what I'm saying? So screw all the noise with what, mankind has to say. You know what I'm saying? It's our dream at the end of the day. We can prove society wrong. Kind of like what you're doing, man. I can backpedal and walk backwards fast. Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, no problem, Sonny. Make sure if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 700, but I'm trying to get to 1K. You know what I'm saying? We're going 1K to 5 to 10 and beyond. You feel me? So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss a notification when I go live. Appreciate you, man. So yeah, my biggest thing though too is the hurdles I've gone through with YouTube is trying to basically make my voice big. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. I was busy the past 3 days. Actually, you know what, Pixie? Drop a comment in one of my videos because it'd be easier. Drop a comment in one of my videos so that way I can just click on your name, because I'll get the notification if you comment on one of my videos. Comment on there. I'll be able to click your name and subscribe, and then I'll have you on there. So yeah. Also too, I've been busy the past 3 days, so I haven't had time to really do anything. Personal stuff going on, but yeah. So I've been kind of like incognito the past few days off of YouTube, but I'm back now. Feel me? Back and stronger than ever. But yeah, my biggest struggle with, YouTube is I have a voice that I want to get out there. You feel me? I have a voice that I want the world to hear. I'm on some fast time right now. I'm on some I don't give a F time right now. You feel me? Like, I used to be that kind of person where, I don't want people to know my business. I don't want people to know who I am. I'm afraid my jobs will know who I am. I'm afraid people are gonna know me and it's gonna be a whole lot of chaos. Man, I don't care. You feel me? I don't care. I'm trying to make my voice heard, because at the end of the day, I got a fire lit in my ass the moment I witnessed favoritism going on in my job. You feel me? And that was a sign right there to be like, you know what? I'm gonna create my own destiny. I'm gonna say to hell with these jobs, to hell with, what people think or what they got going on. I'm gonna make my own destiny, and I'm gonna prove every person wrong that doubted me or didn't think I was important enough, or didn't think that I could amount to anything, or didn't see me as someone that had some sort of advice or some sort of, motivation to bring to the table. You feel me? So this is me basically doing something I'm passionate about, because I've gone through trials and tribulation off of being on a camera. You feel me? And I'm the type of person, like, I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand people not listening to me. You feel me? Like, if I have something I gotta say, I want to be able to say it and people just listen to me. And that's why I'm grateful for platforms like YouTube, because eventually, even if you're not heard when you first drop that video, that very first video you drop, eventually if you're consistent enough and you stick with it, you're gonna grow an audience that people are loyal to, you know, with your channel, and they're gonna stick with you and know, hey, this is what B Keeps Going is about, or whatever content creator you're listening to, like, you're gonna know what that person's about. You feel me? Because they're being their own authentic selves. It's hard to be your own authentic self in a room full of people that don't even know who the hell you are, or even if they knew who you were, they don't try to give you the props you deserve to put you on the spot to showcase what you're about. Because everybody's all stuck in their heads. They want the glory for themselves. They don't want to see the next man shine. So in order to be the next man shining, you got to just go your own way and carve your own path for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And that's why this YouTube thing is something I've been consistent with since February, because I know where I'm trying to go and where I'm headed. I know the road I'm riding on, and I know exactly where my destination is going to be at. And as long as you know those things, there's no excuse why your passions or your goals can't be accomplished. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing that I want everybody to know that watches my channel, because that's what this channel is about. It's about getting the goals accomplished that you're trying to do, and it's about executing it despite what people want to implant in your head and make you believe. Pixie, nah, you're good right now. You're good. You'll know when to kick somebody out though. It'll be obvious, but I'll tell you though if I need you to move somebody. But you're good. You're good. But yeah. So that's the biggest thing. And I've watched a lot of videos before I even did YouTube. I was watching videos on how to start my channel. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, and even now I still watch videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to figure out, what do people want? What's gonna drive my numbers up? But at the same time, I'm always gonna be B Keeps Going. Like, even though I'm trying to get my numbers up and I'm trying to succeed on this platform, and I'm looking at what other content creators are doing, nothing's gonna change B Keeps Going. B Keeps Going is gonna still be B Keeps Going, no matter what. And that's the message people gotta know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And there's nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with learning and taking notes from content creators and just, you know, learning niches, learning what works to get people in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that as a new YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all learning as content creators. And so I found my path. I know what works for me, and I'm doing that. You feel me? I'm passionate about motivational speaking. I'm passionate about talking about, you know, of working a 9-to-5. I'm passionate about being able to give my life experiences on what being, you know, a modern slave is like, because my whole goal is to basically get out of that and then bring everybody else that's stuck in there out of that as well. You feel me? So that's me. Nah, keep the ones. I'm technically still in prison right now. I'm still in prison, my man. I'm still in prison. But the goal is to get out of prison and take everybody else out too. And the prison I'm talking about is the 9-to-5 prison. That's the prison I'm talking about. I have no idea what he was even saying, honestly, Pixie. So you can just leave it for now. He hasn't said nothing else yet. So, I mean, you can just like, leave him alone for right now. If he comes back or something like that, yeah, kick him if he's saying something crazy, but you're good. Keep the ones. Keep the ones. No one is saying work is bad for people. I never said that. When did I ever said work was bad? When did I ever say that, bro? The problem is with the 9-to-5. It's not that you shouldn't have one at all. You have to have one to be able to, like, you know, pay your bills. But the main focus should be to not rely on the 9 to 5. That's what I talk about on my channel. I talk about you can work a 9 to 5 to pay your bills. Yes, you have to. That's a no-brainer. But always keep in mind that you can get laid off tomorrow or today. You can get laid off for any reason. I did a whole video talking about AI replacing people, for Christ's sakes. AI replacing people. Look at freaking Uber. Look at the freaking the Waymo cars or whatever on the road now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're automated. That field's going to be fully automated within the next few years. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. If Uber is getting automated, look at McDonald's and Walmart and all these freaking stores with all the self-checkouts. And you go into McDonald's and you freaking have to go on the freaking screen to put in your order because you can't go to the front to order anymore. It's just a matter of time. So if you have that going on now, you being complacent in a 9 to 5 is pretty much, you know, foolish. You work a 9 to 5 to make the money, but then your goal outside of it should be to build a business to make money. I even use a reference. Yeah, I'm not knocking Tesla. Yeah. But I will say, I always use this reference all the time. Think of the 9 to 5 and having your own business as like a tricycle to a bike. So your 9 to 5 is like a tricycle. It's got the extra wheels on the side, right? Because it's your cushion net. It's your comfort. Because you know every 2 weeks, you're gonna get that check. And right before the first of the month, you're gonna pay your bills and you're gonna be comfortable. So you're on your training wheels. But the bike is basically where you take off the training wheels. And guess what happens when you take off the training wheels? Just like when you start your business, you're gonna fail a few times. You're gonna fail, right? You're gonna fall on your ass a few times. You're not gonna be able to have balance to be able to ride straight down the sidewalk. But how do you build a business and how do you ride a bike straight down the sidewalk? You practice and you figure out what's good and what works. And then eventually over time, you get better at it and then you can eventually make that something successful. So that's my analogy on the 9 to 5. Hey, Dakota, I mean, I'm not gonna ever tell people to like quit their 9 to 5 if they have nothing lined up. I never tell people that. That's stupid. If you don't have like passive income coming in or a business, you need to work. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? I never advocate for people quitting their jobs if they have no sort of money coming in or any type of, you know, opportunity coming into where they can make money to replace that job. Work the 9 to 5 and build outside of it. That's the message I give people whenever I go over these topics. That's the message I give people. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we all got to be prepared. We all got to, you know that comfort isn't forever. Eventually, you're going to have to go through discomfort. And would you rather start a business when it's too late? Or would you rather start a business when you got the 9 to 5 job and you got money coming through at that moment? Think about it. Think about it for a second. Would you rather start a business when it's too late, meaning that you got laid off, replaced, fired for whatever freaking reason they can find out of the books? Or would you rather, while you have that job right now, having money pouring through, start that business right now so that way when they do lay you off or you do get fired, you can at least say you're making some sort of money out of this thing you started? Hopefully that sinks into y'all. Because that's basically the message I give people. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not an easy thing to go through at all. Like, I'd be in bed crying right now, man. This happened yesterday. I'd be freaking in the pillows right now, just like bawling my tears out if that were me, man. Like, I'm surprised you're even on here, bro. But I hope she's in a good spot. May her rest in peace. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm sorry you've gone through that, dude. Like, that ain't easy. Let me read your other comment, Pixie. Sorry. Hey, you know how we were talking about that bullying? We were. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What about it? What about it? Also, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss notifications, and also hit the like button. But yeah, that's just, honestly, like, I mean, to be truthful with you, there's a reason why majority of Americans will not be rich and only less than, 1% are going to be rich or are. Because a lot of people don't prepare. They don't plan. They just live for the moment. They don't understand that at any moment that job can end. I mean, look how many people have an emergency fund now. Like, I'm pretty sure like now that's like, a very low percentage. Like, there's a big majority of Americans now that don't even have an emergency fund, for Christ's sake. So you mean to tell me majority of Americans don't even have an emergency fund, but they're gonna basically all become rich? Like, nah. There's a reason why the rich are rich, and it's only a small majority that are. Because they're not thinking on the level of, oh, I'm just gonna retire at this, company for 20 years, and I'm not gonna try to start my own company. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're thinking all the time about what the next business deal is gonna be, or what the next move is gonna be to start that business, or what other opportunities they can like get their hands on to grow and become successful so they don't have to work for anybody. Like, that's literally what they do, and they spend hours doing it. You feel me? You can kick David Williams out, because obviously he's a broke 9-to-5 worker that works at McDonald's and makes like minimum wage, and he's talking about, I'm a goober. Get the hell out of here, bro. Don't come at me with this shit. Pixie, you can kick him out. That's our statistic, y'all. People like that want to come into the channel and derail the channel to talk smack when I'm talking about life-changing shit. Those are people right now that are working a 9-to-5 and think that they're going to have a job in 10 years at that same company. If you watch my shit and you pay attention to what I talk about, you will see that I'm bringing value to the table. So your ignorant comment has no value in a topic where I'm actually preaching, how to not be a slave. Because you, my friend, you're a slave. I bet you every amount of money that I got, you have no emergency fund, and you probably even live at your parents' house in a basement, and you probably got freaking ramen noodle cups on the ground, freaking hot Cheetos laying in the freaking underneath your bed, and you got freaking crusty stains on your damn pillowcase, and you're probably a nerd on the freaking internet that just sits on his ass all day and freaking tries to talk crap on people trying to do better in life because you're mad that you can't even start your own business or be something that's, important in life. So you want to hate on somebody that has dreams and ambitions and things that they're trying to do. to make the world a better place and also try to help people. You want to bring those people down because you're a hater, bro. So get the hell out of here. No one wants you. But yeah, going back to the topic. So yeah, majority of people are not going, as sad as it is, as sad as it is, most people are not going to make the jump to get out of where they're at. You know what I'm saying? They're just not. They're going to be stuck because they like comfort. But to tie it back into my YouTube journey, because this all is going to play a role in what this topic is. Doing this YouTube channel was discomforting when I first did it. I was nervous as hell to be on a camera. I didn't know how to really like be myself in the camera because I was so nervous. I was worried about being judged by people, worried about, you know, what other people might say about me. But you know what? The fact that I told myself I was still gonna do this no matter what. C Grizz, you can leave too, bro. I got more subscribers than you. Do you have a subscriber on your page, bro? Do you have a subscriber, dumbass? Do you? Go watch my shorts. Go look at my account statistics. I've started this channel since February, right? I started this channel since February. Do you know how hard it is to get almost 700 subscribers in 3 fucking months, bro? Do you know how hard that is for the average YouTuber to do? And do you also know that the views that I get on my channel, I get almost 3,000 to 4,000 views a week. Oh yeah, I can out bench your ass, bro. We mean hit the gym. Bro, I freaking bench. I can literally bench 270, bro. What you talking about? What you talking about? You don't know what I look like, bro. I got a shirt on. Freaking dumbass. What do you look like? What does your scrawny ass look like, bro? What does your scrawny ass look like? You look like a freaking skeleton, bro. What you talking about? I don't gotta show you shit. What's wrong with you, bro? You want some LGBTQ type shit, bro? I'm not showing you shit. The hell? I don't gotta prove nothing to you, bro. I don't gotta prove shit to you. You're a nobody, bro. You're a nobody. You're a mad, angry nobody. You're mad that I got subscribers in 3 months. You're mad that I have 53,000 freaking views on my account total in 3 months, which is not average. It's above average, I might add. It's above average. What do you got, bro? What do you got? Yeah, kick C Grizz out of here. Kick his ass out of here. I don't want him in here, bro. And Dead Shoot, you can leave too, bro. You can leave too. You can take, hey, you know what? C Grizz, you can take your boyfriend out of the chat too, bro. Take your boyfriend out of the chat. You two can both get an Uber out the door. Y'all can go cuddle up in the freaking crusty ass bed that y'all sleep on at night and freaking suck y'all's thumbs and freaking hold each other. Anyways, that's how you know people you're supposed to kick a C Grizz out. I didn't want him in here. He's still talking. I'd like to know what you look like, C Grizz. I'd like to know what you look like, bro. I'd like to know what you look like. Because you have a nerve to talk about me, bro. But you don't even have a freaking photo on your freaking avatar, on your freaking profile image, bro. You don't got shit, just your freaking letter. So who are you to talk about me, bro? Who are you to talk? At least I'm on a camera freaking addressing shit. At least I have a voice. What voice do you have other than trying to be a keyboard warrior? And you know, you're not even a keyboard warrior. You're a freaking You're a freaking, I'm not even gonna call you a warrior, bro. You're a keyboard pussy, bro. You're a keyboard pussy. That's what you are. You're doing a bad job at being a keyboard warrior, bro. You're terrible at it. Just hang up the shit, dude. Anyways, going back to what I'm saying, bro. Going back to what I'm saying. So I'm heated because you want to keep running your mouth. You run your mouth like a hater, bro. Pay attention to the freaking topic before you start running your mouth in a random person's live stream, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Savvy? Anyways, I gotta get back to the topic. I'll address any other topics in a minute. I gotta freaking get back on track here. So the point I was trying to make with my YouTube channel, right? I've basically accomplished the odds. I've studied YouTube and watched other YouTubers. They give up after like 1 video, 2 videos. They don't even make it to 10 videos. But the thing that has been a driving force in me also is my mindset. I have shaped my mindset into basically going full head on to basically fight anything that comes against my way to drop me off my purpose. And I'm gonna continue to go forward. Good, I don't need you. I don't need you to subscribe to me, bro. Who are you? I don't even know who you are, man. You feel like you feel so proud of yourself that you had to literally tell me you're not gonna subscribe to my channel, bro? You feel really proud about yourself? Did your ego go up 10 times higher because you said that? This dude's got like a lot of accounts, I'm assuming, because he keeps coming back in here even though you're kicking him out, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is how you know a person has no life. This person has nothing going on in life. That's why he feels the need to go on a random person's live stream and start running his mouth. He doesn't even know any of my content. He doesn't know anything about what I talk about, but yet he just randomly goes surfing YouTube to run his mouth on a random person's live stream. That shows his level of maturity. This dude's probably a little kid, a little boy in a freaking grown man body, has never freaking been out of his house, has been stuck there all his life, been coddled by mommy and daddy, and then in school got bullied all the time. And so because of his poor, shitty life, he wants to basically make everybody else's life miserable. But I'm here to tell you, bro, you're not making my life miserable. You're not hurting me at all, dude. I know my worth. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. And at the end of the day, I don't care what you stupid haters got to say. I already knew that I would go through this shit before I made my first YouTube video. So nothing y'all can throw at me is going to hurt me. I'm prepared for war with y'all. I'm prepared. Like, y'all cannot come at me at all for shit. Y'all cannot come at me for shit. Y'all think you're doing something coming on to a content creator's channel, running your mouth, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. The only thing you're proving right now is that you have no ambition in life and you're gonna be a freaking failure. And you're probably, when you do get out on your own, you're gonna probably forget to pay your bill and you're gonna end up homeless on the street. Because you have no understanding or ethic of to pay attention to something before you comment on it. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is understanding what the topic is about before you even make your remark. Nah, man, nah, get out of here, bro. You took it too far, bro. Hey Huxley, if y'all are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any notifications. You feel me? But yeah, I'm just trying to point out the obvious shit here. I don't got no time to waste on these haters at all. I'm not trying to waste no time at all with y'all, but I'm pointing out that y'all ain't gonna freaking throw me off my purpose. I'm literally hit with fire. I got fuel lit in my ass. So like I'm ready. I come ready, bro. I come ready. And you know what's funny is y'all the same people that will talk about doing a YouTube channel, but y'all are too afraid to do the shit that I'm doing right now because of the same exact shit that y'all are doing to me. So make that make sense. Make that make sense, bro. I'm doing something that most people are afraid to do. I'm in the camera fighting the haters and getting my voice heard and also speaking my mind freely and unapologetically. And I don't care about the backlash. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm on a mission to basically showcase where I started, what obstacles got in my way, and where I'm gonna end up once it's all said and done. And when I finally reach the milestones I reach, each time I get to certain obstacles, I'm gonna document that shit. I always keep record of when I start something, each advances that I make towards that thing, and I always keep that as proof to look back at, wow, I actually went through all these different obstacles, and despite those obstacles, I still stood my ground and stayed. So with that being said, bro, you cannot knock me off my grind. You cannot stop me from preaching what I preach. So you can keep trying all you want. You can keep talking your shit all day long, but I'm gonna still be here. That's the point I'm trying to make. And it's funny that you come in here at the right time to run your mouth when I'm doing a topic about sticking to something despite being judged for doing that thing. Because that's literally what goes on when you first start something new. Appreciate you, Raj. Thank you. Well, the bullying thing, Pixie, like I will say, like what you can do about that is, like my stance on that has not changed. Like it's not changed at all. Like I don't know, the last conversation you had with me, you basically said that you were moving places. So I don't know where you're at now, but my situation, in my opinion, has not changed. From what you told me that like you can fight back, you can stand up for yourself, but you just choose not to. So already, like, I'm seeing a problem there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is just being able to, just stand up for yourself. But yeah. So again, this YouTube channel and this topic go hand in hand. I'm on a mission. I'm showcasing every single obstacle in my way. So when these haters come in here on a perfect day to try and tell me shit, they don't realize that they're only the gift that keeps on giving. You feel me? Because literally I'm showcasing where I started and where I'm at now, and how nothing anybody do can stop me from continuing to move forward. And here they show up to try and literally do just that. And here I am to tell them I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you're just adding more commentary to my videos. You're just giving me more shit to talk about. You're not winning in this situation. You think you're winning, but you're not. You're just adding more commentary to my videos to give me more content and substance to basically relate to the video I'm talking about, to then use it against you to prove you wrong. So there's no way you can actually win past whatever you throw at me. Like, you can't. I'm gonna knock it like that. But anyways, now that that's been said, I'm going to continue to address the situation with my YouTube channel. Good. I hope you get lead poisoning too, Dante, or Dante. Hope you get lead poisoning or whatever. Hope you get that. For another hater up in here. Another hater. This wall looks way cleaner than your freaking bed, I might add. Look how clean my wall is. Look how spotless my wall is, bro. It's more spotless than the damn shirt you wear. You probably have that same shirt on since the past month, and you probably don't even have freaking Tide detergent to freaking wash that shit, bro. But you're over here talking about my drywall. Bro, go get some damn detergent for your damn clothes before you come talking shit on my video, bro. They're hating on me because they ain't got no life. It's that simple. They're hating on me because they're a failure at life. They want to project their failures onto someone that's trying to become successful because they can't stand to see someone win. That's all it is. They don't like to see a winner, because for them to see a winner, it just reminds them every day how much they suck in life. That's all it is. At least I can afford to rent this wall. You can't even freaking afford to rent a damn pencil. So what are you talking about? You're so broke you can't afford to rent a damn shirt from Goodwill. So who are you to talk about my damn wall? Like, do you realize that I got freaking stainless steel appliances in this place? Like, I literally got a decked out apartment, bro. And it's got a fancy poolside too. So who are you talking to, bro? Who are you talking to? Oh, wow, you own 2 houses. How do you own those 2 houses, bro? Is it, does your mom and dad own 2 houses and then you're just saying it's yours because you live there? Oh, I pay $1,200 a month and I ain't winning. I'm glad you see it that way. I'm glad you see it that way. Because you know what? You know what, bro? You know what? It's better to pay $1,200 a month and stack up a bunch of money and not spend it all buying a freaking expensive ass apartment or a freaking house that you don't need. How about that? How about that, idiot? I'm saving money spending $1,200. All right, Pixie. All right. Hope you have a good night. I understand what you're talking about though, but yeah, like I really don't know what to advise you on other than stand up for yourself, because that's how I would handle it. You know what I'm saying? So like, force does not get recognized until you act on it accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just, you know, don't do anything about it and you just let it slide, or, you know, you don't show a force of some sort of violence when you're being messed with constantly, they're going to keep doing it. So like, the only advice I have for you is just to fight back. Like, that's all I got for you. I mean, it's the cold-hearted truth. Appreciate it. At the end of the day, bro, why do you think, and you know, this is so entertaining to me at this point. This is so entertaining to me. Why do you think that I care about some random person on the internet telling me that they got 2 houses? I don't even know who you are, dude. For all I know, your 2 houses could be a freaking tent in a freaking homeless encampment. for all I know. Like, why do you think you can come onto my channel and talk about 2 houses if I'm like, oh wow, I'm impressed. You really showed me, wow, you're so successful. Oh my God, you got 2 houses. Yeah, everybody's a millionaire on the internet until they gotta show the receipts, bro. Everybody is a fucking millionaire on the internet until they gotta show the receipts. What receipts do you got, bro? Besides your freaking message on a live stream, bro. What receipts do you got? Like, you think telling me that you have money in real life is gonna make me be like, oh wow? Bro, you could literally say you're a billionaire and it wouldn't make no difference. It's all words, bro. You're not impressing nobody, bro. So just chill the fuck out. Oh, I'm kind of soft, bro? Or who you talking to? Oh, okay. Well, I'm soft, bro, but I bet you wouldn't say that in person, though. I bet you if we were to meet face to face, bro, you wouldn't be telling me I'm soft to my face, bro, because I'd whip your ass and bury you in the ground, bro. Real shit. You're just trying to start crap on my live because you don't got nothing better to do with your time. It's freaking almost midnight, bro, and you're over here talking crap on a live, bro. Do you have a girlfriend, bro? Do you have a chick? Do you have anything going on in your life that requires you to not be on here talking shit? No, you don't. That's why you're on here talking shit, because you have no life, bro. You don't make no money. You don't got a freaking business plan or idea to even start to build one. You're just on the internet running your mouth because you have no productivity. And you're the same person that probably doesn't even go hit the gym, but yet you want to talk about, ooh, I need to go hit the gym. Bro, I bench freaking 270, bro. I bench 270 dead ass. So what are you talking about, bro? You don't even know what I look like, bro. You want to judge me based on my body, but you don't even know what I look like. Yeah. And I bet, bro, I bet you're going to say you bench 502 on here, bro. I bet you're going to say that, are you? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, in your dreams, bro. Bro, the fact that you came on my live stream talking about me hitting the gym and then you want to immediately jump to, working out and stuff like that, as if you are on something, bro, and you want to try to impress me in some kind of way, all it lets me know is that you ain't doing shit in life and you ain't got none of those accomplishments, bro. So who you trying to impress right now, bro? You ain't trying to impress nobody. You ain't impressing nobody, bro. We need more mods in here, bro. For real, we need more mods in here. I'm deleting comments, bro. I'm not crying for shit, bro. I'm deleting comments. I'm deleting comments, bro. Anyways, I'm not gonna let y'all derail me from my channel. I'm not gonna let y'all derail me. You feel me? I'm not. I ain't letting that happen. Anyways, going back to what I'm saying. I did this YouTube journey, and all I gotta say is I made 700 or close to 700 subscribers within a short period of time. So all I gotta say is I didn't expect those numbers to be where it's at now. You feel me? I didn't expect it to be where it's at now. I literally worked my ass off to get there, putting out content every single day, with the exception of maybe missing a few here and there. But for the most part, being consistent. That's the main thing, consistency. Because when you're consistent, shit happens. You feel me? When you're consistent, shit starts working in your favor. And that's basically what I'm proving. I'm proving that shit right now. I'm proving that by being on here and documenting every day whenever I drop a video and just seeing the numbers go up. Because at the end of the day, when you only drop 1 or 2 videos, you're not going to fully get to where your mindset should be at, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, I gotta keep continuing. I gotta keep going through and pushing forward. Nah, you're not gonna get there, you know, at that moment. So my thing is like, I'm not gonna think about the end game. I'm just focused on what I can do at that moment to basically keep growing. That's what I've been doing. And that's why I'm seeing results I have right now, because I didn't let, oh, I wanna have 1K subs by tomorrow, you know, ruin my mindset. I said, I'm just gonna keep putting content out every single day. And then eventually, when it gets to 1K subscribers, great, awesome. You know, super, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's the mindset I got now. Like, I'm not trying to basically get, you know, all this type of shit happening right now, you know what I'm saying? When I need to freaking grow little by little, you know what I'm saying? And that's literally the whole process. It's the process, you feel me? It's the process. I'm growing little by little. And when I get to the big achievement, then I'll be like, damn, it was worth it because I only focused on the milestones to lead up to that point. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And any person watching this video will understand that if they watch it fully. Bro, I got money. I got money. I got money, fam. What you talking about? But yeah, that's the main thing. It's just basically being consistent and showcasing my hard work. That's all it is. Because in order for hard work to pay off, it all goes back to that one thing, which is consistency. So I hope people understand that and that resonates well with people. This is not an easy platform to basically do. It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't expect it to be easy. I might have wanted quick results, but at the end of the day, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. And so I changed my mindset on that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with these stupid haters in the freaking comment section whenever you drop a video or you go live, whatever, which makes it difficult, you know, to, you know, focus and do what you gotta do. And it's actually a crippling, you know, matter in making certain content creators give up completely. I'm not one of those content creators that's gonna give up though. I'm gonna continue to put out content even if people wanna hate on me 100-fold, I don't care. I already knew what was gonna happen when I made my videos, so I already know. Ain't nothing new here. But this is the type of shit that makes people give up. But here I am still pushing through. And then on top of that, you gotta wait, you know, on the watch hours, and then you gotta hit the 1K subscribers. But all that takes time, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta go through all the hell to come out a G, you feel me? And that's exactly what I plan to do. I plan to come out of hell a G. So that's all I got to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you stick to something and you're passionate about it and you actually put in the work, results will show. And I'm proving that every day that I make a video. And that's what I wanted to basically let y'all know. And hopefully y'all want to start a channel. If y'all already starting one or you're a new YouTuber like I am, hopefully you find my video impactful and hopefully you found it useful in whatever journey you're trying to take it with. But with that being said, gotta get going. I gotta go eat. If you're in here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the replay. Make sure to comment in the comment section. I'm out.